CT Moore, I'm here with Joey Devilla from Microsoft Canada. How you doing, Joey?
Fine, thanks.
We're at Confu, open source conference, and you're one of the speakers. What are you going to be talking about?
About ASP.NET MVC, as well as a little bit about Microsoft's open source strategy. There is an open source department at Microsoft. They've got Linux servers, they've got Windows. What they're doing is they want to make sure that if you're developing open source software for the LAMP stack, they'd like to help you also move it over to Windows to make sure it runs just as well there. The new company philosophy is that open source is not a threat, it's actually an opportunity. We see it as a great and important software movement, and we compete with other companies, not software movements. Software movements, they're good. We like them.
If I'm a die-hard open source Linux guy, what kind of opportunity does this mean for me now that Windows is supporting open source?
Well, there is a license that Microsoft has, the MSPL, the Microsoft Permissive License. It's a lot like the BSD or MIT license. You can start an open source project on Microsoft technology. Microsoft employees are also allowed to contribute to open source projects. Plus, there's some open source programming languages supported by Microsoft running on the dynamic language runtime, Microsoft's .NET Common Language runtime. You can write stuff in Iron Python and Iron Ruby. If you know Python and Ruby, you also know Iron Python and Iron Ruby. There's also the web platform installer. We tried to make PHP run just as well on Windows as it does on Linux, and we think we've succeeded. And we want people to write PHP apps and also get them running on Windows in cases where they've got clients who are running other applications on Windows. And we want PHP to talk to our databases as well. SQL Server, there's a free version, SQL Server Express, and there are giant versions, the full-on corporate editions of SQL Server if you need to access massive amounts of data. And we've moved SQL Server to the cloud too with SQL Azure, the cloud-based database system. So there's all kinds of opportunities. These days, technology is big and heterogeneous, and people use bits and pieces. And I expect to see more of it, where people are taking different bits of technology that work best and fit well. So we believe in interoperability, and we just want to play along as well.
Joey Devilla, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, Joey.
Thank you very much.